Hey guys, LD12 here. I'm bringing you something I want to get off my chest, and it involves Gameloft. You know, that iOS game making group, not group, but company. Um, I'm pretty much gonna say my problems with Gameloft now and why I really don't like Gameloft anymore. So, let's get into it. First things first, keep in mind, I used to love Gameloft. I used to think that they were like the best video game making company for the iOS. And I used to like want all the games that they made, and I thought they were all cool. And especially Nova, because that was the first Gameloft game I saw and I thought it was amazing. And as time moved on, Gameloft started changing in a very bad direction. The games on the graphics on the games were improving, but what was improving is their effort on supporting more devices. So I'm gonna list you two reasons why I don't like Gameloft anymore. The second reason is a major one, and I'll go in more depth into it. But the first reason, you already heard me say it, is that they don't really support the lower generation iOS devices. Like Modern Combat 3, I first saw that and I thought it would run perfectly on my iPod Touch 4th generation. And I was wrong. It was really choppy. It was like really lagged beyond belief, and it was just not fun to play. I did pull through and beat the campaign, but it kinda went smooth at times, kinda. But then at other times it was just like so choppy that I couldn't play it. And I told Gameloft multiple times, please update the game, and they never did. They never ever came out with this update that supported. It still supports it, but they improved like the performance. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. And pretty much every single game that they're coming out with gets choppy on my iPod Touch, and I might as well not even get any Gameloft games, let alone even buy them. Number two, this is the major one. I'm probably going to spend most of my video talking about this. The in-app purchases. And you might be thinking, well, in-app purchases are a way to, not advance, but make the game easier. And I do agree on some parts, but in Modern Combat 3, it's almost needed, because in Modern Combat 3, it's like Black Ops on the multiplayer. When you unlock a gun, you have to pay for it. And that's fair. I mean, it is like supposed to be like a console game, but the thing is, it's pretty hard to get kills, and therefore it makes it hard to get money. So what ends up happening is you'll have to buy coins, and you have to spend on the gun, and then so you could be better. I mean, it all boils down to sometimes in-app purchases are unneeded, like in The Amazing Spider-Man. You would never guess that you would need any in-app purchases in that game, but if Gameloft makes it, there's going to be in-app purchases. And the new game, Modern Combat 4, I guarantee you 100% there's going to be in-app purchases for something. And ever since they added in-app purchases, the games have been getting choppier and choppier. And Nova 3 was like a weird one. I mean, I think it's the worst Nova out of all of them. I'm not saying that it's horrible. I'm just saying from all three of them, it's like the worst one. I like it. It's just not the best one. That made it sound like I hated the game, but in the game, from the multiplayer, the guns are really expensive. The perks are expensive. Everything is expensive on the multiplayer making it pretty much impossible to get any other weapons unless you're either really good at the game or you're suckered into buying the coins so you could get those weapons. And in a major one is urban crime. That was just a little way of getting money off of people. It was Gameloft's attempt to lure in more people because it was a free roam game, and it was like Grand Theft Auto, but you couldn't steal cars unless you unlocked them with either diamonds or leveling up. And that was kind of stupid. Well, it is stupid, but you get my drift. And the only way you could get diamonds is if you either do a crap ton of missions and level up, or watching videos. And you can only watch 2 or 3 videos a day. And well, it just boils down to, in that game, you're going to need to buy a lot of things, and suckers people in. And all I ask for Gameloft to improve their stuff is, please, either take out in-app purchases or make in-app purchases better. What I mean by that is, remember, Modern Combat 2 and Nova 2? Those two, they had in-app purchases, but not for coins or anything. Those in-app purchases were for maps. And why can't they just do that instead of buying coins so you could buy stuff? I mean, every single game, even if it's not needed, there's in-app purchases for at least something, and pretty much you get suckered in, and the Gameloft is just making money off of everybody. And yeah, that's all I have to say. And if it just sounds like I'm making some of the stuff off the top of my head, it's because I didn't write this down or script it. I just made this video in a rush, even though it's 7 minutes. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.